What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Draymond Green Show YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like the post that you love. But you can get everything the Draymond Green Show right on our YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe. Check that out. Thank you. But speak to me, JuJu Watkins. I had the opportunity to actually work out with JuJu, or she came to my workout maybe when she was like in the 10th grade.
Oh, really?
And like you could see the skill was there. Shoot the lights out the ball. I still work out. Who trains me, his name's Travis Walton. He was my senior leader when I was a freshman at Michigan State. He's trained me my entire career. We still go hard like we're in college. Like it's not your typical NBA workout. You go shoot some spots and go to the next. Like we go. And she came to our workout and the first day, like you could tell her skill was there and like all the things. She was struggling to get through the workout a bit. And like, you know, I'm pushing her like, hey, come on, Ju, you got it. Come on, like pushing her through the workout, pushing. She came back the next day. And when she came back the next day, it said a lot to me because it's like, oh, she wants to get better. Like she enjoyed being pushed, you know. A lot of people, I've seen people come to my workouts. I've had NBA players come to my workouts, throw up, not come back. You know, I've seen all different types. And she came back the next day and I was like, that young lady has a future in this game. She has the skill. You know, she has the demeanor. She carries herself like she knows she's nice. She came back to this workout again the next day. Now every day, you know, every night you look up, JuJu has a game. She breaks this record. She breaking that record.
I think she broke on mine already.
Like, which number one says so much about you that, you know, here we are 30 years later since you left USC and she's just now breaking those records. But just talk to me about JuJu and what she's doing for the program, for USC as a whole, for women's basketball, and just moving things forward.
Yeah. I'm so proud of her. I think the thing is that when I heard about JuJu, which was her high school, when she was in high school, and then some of the coaches that were recruiting her, that she was a top recruit, and I was like, so what do you think? Is JuJu for real? They were like, yeah, JuJu's for real, but they weren't sure if she would be able to keep this level of consistency, right? In college, you know, but you know how, because everybody, this is the talk about like Caitlin, like everybody looks at the next level. Okay, she's balling here, but what is she gonna do at the next level? And it's like when you have that freshman year, when you come out, I had the same thing happen. After I scored 101 points in high school, I went to USC, which was like in 10th, 11th place in the Pac-10 back then. But I was like, I wanted to do something different. I didn't want to just go to Tennessee where everybody was winning championships. I wanted to start something new. And I feel like JuJu had that same mindset of like, I want to bring it back here to LA. SC was okay. She made SC like, you take it back up to the top. And I feel like that is a big deal in itself when you talk about that challenge. When you take on the challenge to turn around a program, that's what JuJu Watkins is basically doing for LA, like putting SC back on the map. And we've had some great players out of SC, like for real. So, you know, I love that her handle is like JuJu be balling if you want to hit her on Instagram, because every time I'm like, JuJu be balling. Like she really is a baller. And it's like, she's so LA, which is also, a lot of people go to LA, but a lot of people are not from LA. But those of us is like from LA, is a certain kind of dog in us. Is just like, she really from LA. Like, you know, like Tina Thompson is really from LA. Cynthia Cooper is like really from LA. Like we are, it's something about like our motor and the way we think, like you're just not going to outwork us and outplay us. We may lose some stuff, but you're going to know you was in a battle. And I see that in JuJu. Like she just, when she needs to put the team on her back, the team is on her back. But watching her play, like she's not selfish with it. You know, she's not like over dribbling and keeping it. Like she's very unselfish. She's a great passer, rebounder, but her ability to shoot the ball is just, it's next level. And I feel like that is like the effect of what your teammate, Steph Curry, has done for the game has just been, it was almost one of those things when I played in the post and I'm like, if I didn't have an outlet, I'm going to take the ball up. Like I can bring the ball up. I can push it up. I'm a 5, but I can play 4. I used to tell my teammates, I only play this position because y'all need me to play this position. I can play any position, right? So that's how I used to think. But I feel like the coach would be like, make the outlet pass and get on the block. Like, coaches used to coach us in a way like you had a certain spot to be in or position. But now we're moving to more of a European style where it's positionless, right? Your forward can pull it up, the forward can bring it up and actually run the play, call the play, get you into your motion. The same thing that you do, they do in the women's game, where it was very seldom was I allowed to do that. I did it at SC some, but as a pro, very seldom did I do that, like call a play. It was like pass it and get down to the block or get to your spot. I love that Steph has changed the game where people never really thought that you were even in shooting range when you crossed the half court. Like, we had a few players I can name, Ruthie Bolton, which people probably wouldn't even remember, could shoot. Ruthie could cross half court and be in that range like Steph, but she didn't get the publicity and didn't have this stage like we have. But Ruthie could shoot long range consistently, where we were like, Ruthie, we used to laugh, like, where is your range? She's like, hey, as long as I can see the basket, I'm in range. She would say that. But I'm like, now we see these players that he's opened the game in a way that you are not out of your range shooting. I don't even, what is the feet? 44 feet, like 45, like, bro, they are so far out. And I love that JuJu has that long range shot. Just to get back to what you're saying, she has that long range shot. She's in her range wherever she is, getting to the basket, the pull up. Like, they are true students of the game. And we can see that in their game. Like, the way that they play, you can tell that they've studied the game. And that's what I love. I'm passionate about people who are like, bro, if I was in this era, I would be even better than what I was in my era because I can see the game differently now. I limited myself. 3-point line came out. I was like, oh, okay, come to the 3-point line, work on my 3-point shooter. I was never thinking cross half court, shoot one from that. Never.
Yes, absolutely.
But bro, if I was in this era, you best believe my shot would be ready from half court. I just love the game. I love the fact that it keeps evolving and getting better. So you can tell I get so excited, but I'm amazed at JuJu and what she's been able to do, and the talents continue to get better. So right on.
Get in on the action with the Draftking Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. New customers who deposit $5 or more can get a no-sweat bet up to $1,000 back in bonus bets. How cool of a deal is that? All you have to do is download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. It takes 90 seconds, and use the code COLIN, COLIN. This is the best deal you're going to find. New customers, it's a no-sweat bet up to $1,000 if your first bet loses. How cool is that? Only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Code is COLIN. The crown is yours.
I got my burgundy on.
I love it. I love it. And JuJu has to stay in college for at least 3 years. What's your take on that? Obviously the goal for all of us is to get to the NBA, is to get to the WNBA. But she has to stay there for 2 more years once this season concludes. What's your take on the age requirement in the WNBA? As far, I think if JuJu could leave this year, she'd definitely be the number 1 and number 2 pick. And so, kind of how do you view that as far as the women's game go?
That's good. That's good. I don't think we originally had seen a player or players now that really could make that jump. And here's why I say that. We played both college ball, but we also played on the USA team. And playing on the USA team brought, like myself, I was 16, a high schooler versus college women. And I held my own, but was I ready to be an Olympian? No. I was good, but I was a 10th grader, with college players. Now you cut to and you say, well, she's a freshman in college. I think the biggest test first would be the USA team, because how she would manage with those pros would then tell you if she could truly play in the WNBA. I think we're getting to that point now. I don't think that JuJu could get out there and not be effective, but also it's kind of that same thing. The body, the physicality of it changes a lot. Defense, you may be strong offensively, but how's your defense? Because you got some ballers to guard in the WNBA also.
Absolutely.
And so a lot of times the rookie year for guards is actually harder than it is for the post. Mm-hmm. I find that all of the guards, if we went back in time and you looked at number 1 pick guards, their first years in the W is not like all-star years. They really struggle because you being D'd up in a way like, I got you and I don't need to go help nobody else. You know what I mean? Whereas college is sort of that system. You got that rotation. Sometimes the coach is just like, stay on her. Like, she's not getting off today. That's the decision of the coach, which means I'm on you. How you going to get the buckets that you're used to getting when I'm staying with you? And we have defenders like that and coaches that make those types of decisions. So I think that for the guards, they struggle a little bit. But could JuJu go into the WNBA and just be like solid? I think so. I really do. I think she could. Should they change the rules? I don't know about that, but I think she'd have success.